one financial mistake which you made and you were like, which was a big learning experience for you?
डेंटिस्ट्री का मतलब ये होता था कि अगर आपके दांत में प्रॉब्लम है तो आप एक डेंटिस्ट के पास जाएंगे और उस दांत को निकाल देंगे.
So how did you get associated with the doctors and go about it?
Cosmetics is a very wide field. Braces or aligners nowadays is just one part of it. If you are passionate about what you're doing, if you're honest about what you're doing, success has to come. There is no doubt about it.
Hi everyone, मैं हूँ निधि रुंगटा, founder of Invest My पैसा, and welcome to yet another episode of our podcast. आज हमारे साथ एक डेंटिस्ट ही नहीं, he is a visionary in his field, Dr. Archit Kedia. He is the founder of Avant Dental Clinic and he's done his masters in conservative dentistry and endodontics from Manipal University. इनका पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट डिप्लोमा भी है in laser and cosmetic dentistry and he is the proud winner of the Pierre Fauchard Award. And he was the best outgoing student in his school. So welcome to our podcast, Archit. And how have you managed to have so many degrees and certificates attached to your name?
So first of all, thank you for having me on your podcast and considering me to be a worthy participant.
Wow.
To answer your question, when I entered this, the objective was not to get certificates and awards and all. वो मतलब एक आप रास्ते में घुस गए तो कारवा बनता गया और ये सब चीजें मिलती गई. अल्टीमेटली अगर आप कोई चीज जो आपका पैशन है, अगर आप उसको रिलीजियसली करते हो तो आज नहीं तो कल स्लोली एंड स्टेडीली सक्सेस इज बाउंड टू बी देयर.
That is true, and I think you're just being modest. So, just for my and the audience's knowledge, what is the Pierre Fauchard Award?
So, Pierre Fauchard Award is what we call as basically like the Oscars in dentistry.
Wow.
It's given to, at least when I had got it, it was given to 2 students or 2 doctors in a year. All over the country. I don't know अब कितने लोगों को दिया जाता है सालाना. उस समय 2 लोगों को दिया जाता था and it was basically based on a summarization of your academic performance, all-round development, co-curricular activities, summarization of all of that.
Okay, wow. So I feel privileged to be in your presence. And so what led you to open a clinic after you passed out?
So, frankly, it's a natural progression. Once you pass out from college and everything and you've done patients for a sustained number of years, so ultimately कोई भी dentist का ultimate objective is to have his own clinic, his or her own clinic. So that is the ultimate goal, because that is where you have a chance to build your own name, you have a chance to build your own brand, you have a chance to be more popular with your patients, with the public. That is how people will recognize you. So that's how a natural progression is for I think most of the dentists.
So before I had met you, I have never heard of a multi-speciality dental clinic. कि डेंटिस्ट्री में भी इतने तरह के फील्ड्स होते थे, वो मेरे को आइडिया नहीं था. So I think that was a unique thing in your field to start with. So how did you get associated with the doctors and go about it?
So this was actually a learning for me also, because जब मैं अपने पढ़ाई करके when I had come to Calcutta and I was a visiting consultant in many clinics, तो मैं देखता था कि यहाँ पे इनफैक्ट आज भी ज़्यादातर क्लिनिक्स में यही ट्रेंड है कि वो एक ही डॉक्टर सारे प्रोसीजर्स कर रहा है. बट अगर आप ट्रेडिशनली देखें या अगर आप दूसरे सिटीज में जाएं या फॉर दैट मैटर अगर आप मेडिकल साइड में भी देखें तो द ईरा ऑफ स्पेशलाइजेशन हैज कम लॉन्ग बैक. अगर आज आपके पेट में दर्द है तो आप पैर के डॉक्टर के पास नहीं जाते हो. ये हम सबको पता है कि पेट में दर्द है तो मेरे को एक गैस्ट्रो के पास जाना है. बट ये लेवल ऑफ नॉलेज अनफॉर्चुनेटली डेंटिस्ट्री में मिसिंग थी. So when I had opened, so I was very clear कि we will have a team of doctors because I can be good at one thing, I can be good at 2 things, I cannot be good at everything. वो humanly possible ही नहीं है. And you being a specialist in financial planning, you will understand कि एक स्पेशलिस्ट का कोई सब्स्टिट्यूट नहीं है, चाहे वो कोई भी फील्ड हो. So that is what the thought process was. So we were very clear from the very beginning that it will be a multi-speciality dental clinic where we will cater to all aspects of dentistry. एक चेकअप से लेके कैंसर के डायग्नोसिस, बायोप्सीज तक, we do everything under one roof.
So on a lighter note, have you ever had a very funny incident with a patient?
Funny, see, over 12 years, 13 years of practice, you do have funny incidents. One thing that I can think of offhand is there was a patient who had come to us. So the patient had basically come to get her dentures checked. तो उनके हिसाब से dentures were absolutely fine. But I had told her that according to me, the dentures are not fine. They're very loose, and you should consider getting them changed. Somehow the patient was very reluctant. She was not very sure that the doctor is guiding me right. Coincidentally, it happened that while she was talking to me and arguing that the dentures were absolutely fine and they were not giving her any trouble, they popped out.
What?
So that was a very hilarious moment. Luckily, I had my mask on. Otherwise, because obviously it is embarrassing for the patient. And I mean, in front of a doctor, maybe it's not that embarrassing, but अगर यही चीज एक जनरल पब्लिक में होती या अपने फ्रेंड्स एंड फैमिली के बीच में होती तो she would have felt more embarrassed. Luckily, what that episode also did is I did not have to convince her anymore. She automatically came and got her dentures repaired. So that is one thing that I mean immediately I can think of. Otherwise, थोड़े बहुत funny incidents we keep happening. We have had incidents where during the treatment patients have gone off to sleep and we've had to wake them up.
इतना relax हो गया.
So that happens because if you take out the anxiety, then the dental chair in itself is very relaxing. It's a very comfortable chair. It's only the anxiety जो हमको सोने नहीं देता है. But otherwise, it's a very comfortable chair.
Wow, that is good to know. And so tell me something कि I know that dentistry is about, say, maybe getting braces or maybe getting your tooth removed and all. So when you mention, say, conservative dentistry or something, what does that entail?
Yes. So what is conservative dentistry? आज से कुछ साल पहले तक डेंटिस्ट्री का मतलब ये होता था कि अगर आपके दांत में प्रॉब्लम है तो आप एक डेंटिस्ट के पास जाएंगे और उस दांत को निकाल देंगे. ठीक है. उसके पीछे लॉजिक ये था कि इतने सारे दांत हैं, अगर आपके 2-4 नहीं भी रहेंगे तो क्या फर्क पड़ेगा. But over the years, thankfully, people have realized कि हर एक दांत की मुंह में कीमत है. So conservative dentistry basically means कि आप कितने conservative तरीके से उस दांत को बचा सकते हैं. Because निकालना is the easiest option.
Yeah.
And वो option आपके पास जिंदगी भर है दांत निकालने का. पर दांत बचाने का option आपके पास हमेशा नहीं रहेगा. तो आप जितना जल्दी एक बीमारी को पकड़ लोगे और उसका इलाज कराओगे, that is where we come into the picture. To try to save and prolong what God has given you for as long as possible.
Wow. So what would be like 5 tips that maybe you can give people that they can prolong their dental health? So
very simple. Brush twice.
Okay.
Twice daily. Floss at least once, preferably at night.
Okay.
Okay. Go to your dentist every 6 months just for a regular checkup. Pain या तकलीफ का वेट मत करिए डेंटिस्ट के पास जाने के लिए. Fourth, avoid any form of tobacco, be it cigarettes or be it pan masala or gutka, and even vaping. Vaping has also been found out to be equally dangerous as smoking.
Okay. Yeah.
And fifth, just lead a healthy lifestyle. Don't have any adverse habits. Don't consume too many cola drinks, too many sugary drinks. Just have a healthy lifestyle. Visit your dentist regularly. That's it.
Yeah, like you mentioned that vaping is equally harmful. लोग उसको बहुत healthy बोलते हैं आजकल कि you know I'm not smoking. ये तो ऐसे ही है.
Correct.
So how is it like similarly?
So the only difference between a vaping and a cigarette is the fact that you have cut down on the nicotine content.
Okay.
But the smoke is still there. Now the problem with vaping is it gives you a false sense of assurance कि मैं तो smoke नहीं कर रहा हूँ. तो उसकी वजह से क्या होता है, द अमाउंट ऑफ स्मोक इनटेक हैज इंक्रीज बिकॉज आपने अपना गार्ड लो कर दिया है. आपको ये लग रहा है कि ये मेरे लिए खराब नहीं है. तो जब हम सिगरेट पीते भी हैं तो कहीं ना कहीं जो भी सिगरेट पीता है उसके बैक ऑफ द माइंड में ये चीज जरूर रहती है कि आई एम स्मोकिंग. एक हेजिटेशन जरूर रहती है, चाहे वो चेन स्मोकर ही क्यों ना हो. बट वो हेजिटेशन वेपिंग के साथ चली जाती है क्योंकि उनको ये लगता है कि आई एम डूइंग समथिंग विच इज 100% सेफ. इसका बहुत बड़ा रीजन ऑब्वियसली मार्केटिंग है, बिकॉज जब वेपिंग एंड वेपिंग प्रोडक्ट्स एंड जब लॉन्च किए गए थे तो उसको इसी तरीके से मार्केट किया गया था कि दे वर अ वेरी हेल्दी सब्स्टिट्यूट. बट majority of the studies today till date have shown that vaping is as harmful if not more than smoking. Another classic example is hookah. Again, अगर आप देखें आज का जो generation है, is hookah generation. Hookah is again equally harmful, if not more than smoking, because with hookah आप शायद एक puff ले रहे हो, but passively you are inhaling a lot of smoke.
Wow. अच्छा हाँ, that means कि पास में भी कोई
100%. So that is where hookah becomes very dangerous.
Okay. And people start off very young nowadays.
Yes.
And I think वो long term implication नहीं समझ पा रहे.
100%. Not only for this, in fact, you will be shocked to hear, मेरे क्लिनिक में आज तक the youngest kid that we have treated a root canal is a 2.5-year-old kid.
2.5?
Yes. Now, if you have to treat a 2.5-year-old kid, it's extremely troublesome for the kid because वो इतना छोटा है कि आप उसको समझा नहीं सकते कि आप क्या कर रहे हैं. It is extremely troublesome for the dentist. And more importantly, it is extremely painful for a parent to see a 2.5-year-old kid lying on a dental chair and getting treated.
Yeah, मतलब teeth ही fully develop हुए हैं नहीं.
Exactly. So हमने जो अब इतने last 10-15 साल में what we have seen is the incidence of dental problems have started to happen much earlier. जो पहले हम बच्चों में 10-12 साल में देखते थे, now we are seeing that at 4 years, 5 years of age. The number of malalignment cases, दांत आगे पीछे हैं, braces की requirement है, they have increased exponentially. Needless to say, oral cancer. Oral cancer हम जब पढ़ते थे, that was generally diagnosed at the age of 50, 60, 65. Now we are diagnosing oral cancers at the age of 35, 40. In the peak years of your life. So yes, it's a very serious condition right now.
So don't you think like more dental camps in schools and creating awareness around it would help?
Definitely yes. But I also have a counterpoint. मुझे आप बताइए, आपको क्या लगता है यहाँ पे कौन सा बच्चा या कौन सा एडल्ट है जो ये नहीं जानता है कि स्मोकिंग इज हार्मफुल?
नहीं, obviously like
but yes, to answer your question, camps will definitely be very helpful. And we do camps all the time in schools and all, wherever we get an opportunity, as part of our CSR also, and something that I very strongly believe in. But what I've also realized is today's generation is very smart because इनके पास knowledge का access है. The world is at their fingertips. जो surprising और जो worrying trend है वो ये है कि लोग जानते हुए भी ये गलतियां कर रहे हैं. That is where it is dangerous.
Like I was lucky enough कि मेरी जो babysitter थी when I was young, who used to take care of me, she was actually a BDS student.
Oh.
Okay. So वो मेरे को ब्रश करना सिखाती थी कि ढंग से ब्रश करो.
Absolutely.
Because then you're like, she's like कि तुम अपना जैसे जो घस के अपना नेल का वो टीथ का एनामल खराब कर लेते हो.
Very common problem. Very aggressive brushing.
So I think if those things are even taught at school, it would at least, I think teeth are very taken for granted at a young age.
Yes, I agree. Luckily, awareness is rising now. While there is a huge sect of audience which continues to neglect their teeth or I would say abuse their teeth, उतना ही एक बड़ा sect of audience है जो ज़्यादा aware हो रहा है because of knowledge, because of information. So, I mean, yeah, it's like a catch-22 situation that we are in right now. There's a huge epidemic of people with dental issues. At the same time, awareness has definitely increased. And a lot of our patients come and ask questions to us, which is a good thing, you know.
Okay.
So,
कभी ऐसा हुआ है कि patient is not ready to listen to your prescribed thing? They're like, नहीं, हमने तो Google करके देख लिया है.
So many times. That happens very, very frequently. And I mean, on a lighter note, for some time, you know, we had this poster in our clinic where we had written that doctor's consultation is X amount. Doctor's consultation after Google consultation is X plus Y amount.
Okay.
So that just on a lighter note. But yes, होता है. अगर आप एक बार ये समझ लें कि पेशेंट जो बोल रहा है वो क्यों बोल रहा है, they are also willing to hear you out. They might agree with you, yeah, they might not agree with you, but they are willing to hear you out. And generally, see, nowadays in medical profession, taking a second opinion, third opinion, fourth opinion is very, very common. So yes, Google can sometimes be very dangerous because वो information जो है अगर आपने सही source से लिया है तब तो वो बहुत value add करता है, but अगर आपने गलत source से लिया है then it can be very harmful.
So tell me something that you have a young kid also, and your wife is also in a similar profession. So how do you guys manage the work-life balance? Because it's a very demanding profession.
Correct. As you rightly said, my wife is also a dentist. So that way it's lucky because she understands the demands of the profession. Work-life balance, initial years of my life were a little more difficult. But then once I had a kid, I kind of created a self barrier कि नहीं, I need to, I like, even now I'm very particular, one day in a week is completely off. I don't talk about my field of work, we don't talk about dentistry at home. So that one day is completely for the family. Rest of the times it gets hectic, but luckily in dentistry we still don't have that kind of emergencies as maybe compared on to the medical side. But we do get on and off calls at night. दर्द शुरू हो गया है रात को, बच्चे को फीवर हो गया है दांत से या whatever. So we do get calls once in a while, but they are generally manageable. You can easily manage them over the phone.
Okay.
So work-life balance is not as difficult now as it was when I had started off my career. But yes, sometimes it can get a challenge. But I have a very strict rule, as I said. I definitely take one day off in a week. Come what may, कितने भी patients हो, कितने भी flooded हो. That one day really helps me to recharge my batteries.
Wow.
So otherwise, yes, it's not that difficult because you're passionate about what you're doing, so you enjoy it.
Nice. So do you have any other hobbies and which keep you like?
Yes. So if I'm not working, if I'm not inside someone's mouth, I'm listening to songs. Music is my biggest recreation. It really helps me to soothe my nerves. Or sometimes ये भी होता है कि if you're dealing with a complex case and you're preparing for a case, so generally just before you're about to operate or work on a case, you want to blank your mind. आपने होमवर्क अपना पहले कर लिया है, बट जस्ट बिफोर ऑपरेटिंग यू डोंट वांट टू ओवरथिंक. तो उस समय अगर आपको जोन आउट होना है फॉर दोस 10 मिनट्स, देन म्यूजिक रियली हेल्प्स. आई एम आल्सो वेरी फॉन्ड ऑफ ड्राइविंग, रीडिंग, नॉन फिक्शन. सो इतना ही टाइम मिलता है, इतने ही हॉबीज पूरे कर पाते हैं.
अरे नहीं, और उसके साथ साथ यू हैव पब्लिकेशंस आल्सो.
यस.
एंड जितना मैंने आपके क्लिनिक में देखा, यू ऑलवेज ट्राई टू कीप द टेक्नोलॉजी अप टू डेट. So how do you manage to do that also?
Very frankly, आज के दिन मेडिकल साइंस का सबसे बड़ा एडवांटेज और सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज है ही कि इनोवेशंस जिस स्पीड पे आ रहे हैं, टेक्नोलॉजी जिस स्पीड पे इवॉल्व हो रही है, हम लोग अब कीप ही नहीं कर पा रहे. वी आर नॉट एबल टू कीप पेस. हम कोई टेक्नोलॉजी आती है, बाय द टाइम वो मार्केट में आती है, हम उसको समझते हैं, वी गेट फ्लुएंट विद इट, वी स्टार्ट यूजिंग इट, technology becomes outdated और कुछ नया आ जाता है.
हाँ, true.
Yes, and needless to say, medical equipments are very expensive because almost everything is imported from outside. India में बहुत कम बनता है. So ROI obviously comes into the picture, cost of returns and those things. So that is a big challenge. But because, as I told you, dentistry is my passion and I really love what I do. So whatever I earn, a majority part of my earning gets invested back into these machines and equipments.
Nice.
So a lot of my friends, they pull my leg because I'm fond of cars also, but almost all my resources gets invested back in the clinic. So they make fun of me that you कभी कहीं घूमने जाना हो तो मशीन में अपने बैठ के घूमने चले जाना. But then ultimately आपको जो भी चीज खुशी देती है आप वो करते हो. So for me, those things give me a kick, especially when they make my life and my patient's life easy.
Yeah.
Nothing like it.
Nice. It is just another passion, and maybe you'll save up for the next one.
Yes.
So how has financial planning overall helped you?
One of the biggest challenges that I faced when I passed out, and I think you will hear this from every doctor, is that they have zero financial knowledge.
Yeah.
Because we have every knowledge, but we have zero financial knowledge. In fact, when the first year I filed my ITR, after I passed out and started working, मुझे ये भी नहीं पता था कि debt क्या होता है, credit क्या होता है, ITR क्या होता है, profit loss क्या होता है, balance sheet क्या होता है. So it's been a very steep learning curve. मैंने बहुत फाइन भरा है, मैंने बहुत चलान्स दिए हैं. मैं अभी भी गलती कर रहा हूँ and I'm still learning. So that is definitely something that I have learned the hard way, and I've realized that someone who can handhold your way in the financial aspect of it, so that would be really helpful because that is something that we are very weak at. Most doctors,
yeah.
unless if you come from a very deep family business background, or you're surrounded by CAs or who can guide you that way, then it's a different issue. But so that was a big challenge, and I have realized over a period of time that there is no substitute for specialization. अगर आप कोई चीज में अच्छे नहीं हैं तो उसमें जबरदस्ती अच्छे मत बनिए, जो अच्छा है उसको हायर करिए. So that is what I have done. So all my investments are now taken care of by a financial planner, and I go by their advice.
नहीं, that is good to know. And because sometimes when we try to do everything ourselves ना, फिर वो demotivate हो जाते हैं. So I think it was very prudent of you. So one financial mistake which you made, and you were like, which was a big learning experience for you.
So my clinic is a partnership clinic between me and my wife. So for the longest time I had thought that clinic तो मेरा ही है. तो मेरा पैसा और क्लिनिक के पैसे में कोई फर्क नहीं है. Like my income and my clinic's income is the same because I am earning what I'm earning. But technically, if you go by the laws of the land, your money is your money and your clinic's income is your clinic's income. So I learned it the hard way because मैं बहुत सारे cross transactions करता था without understanding that I have to keep my books separate and my clinic's accounts separate. So that I've learned the hard way after paying a lot of fine. So now I'm a little more prudent when I invest, and when I get my inventory and my equipment built, I ensure that I get it built in the clinic's name, not in my name. So these things I have learned the hard way.
हाँ नहीं, वो होता है कि the company is a separate entity altogether. So since you mentioned cosmetic dentistry in your bio, so how would you guide people who want to have a more aesthetic smile or want to improve that?
See, the first thing, the thumb rule that I always tell all my patients, don't compare your smile with an XYZ.
Okay.
Many times what happens is, we have patients who come to us, they show us a photograph of a hero or a heroine or a model, and they say that we want this kind of teeth, which is very natural because वो एक aspirational चीज है.
Okay,
most of the times you have to tell our patients that see, if a smile is looking good on an XYZ person, जरूरी नहीं है कि वो smile आप पे भी अच्छी लगे, because वो smile उनके face को suit कर रहा है, उनके cut को suit कर रहा है, उनके lifestyle को suit कर रहा है, उनका lifestyle आपका lifestyle, उनके habits आपके habits, उनके facial features आपके facial features, ये सब अलग है. दुनिया में कोई भी दो patients exactly same नहीं होते. So solutions have to be customized. Cosmetic dentistry is not like copy paste कि मैंने XYZ का smile देखा और मुझे exactly वही smile करना है. वो एक template की तरह act कर सकता है, but वो final product हो जरूरी नहीं है. So that is what my advice would be to people who are looking to get cosmetic procedures done, that आपके expectations realistic होने बहुत जरूरी है, and please go to a specialist because chances of, if you're not going to the right person and if the procedure gets botched up, so you have to live with it for the rest of your life.
That is true.
That's a very big price you might end up paying if you're not going to the right person.
Yeah, and I think people don't realize ki how having your teeth structured perfectly makes your face ka shape better also.
Correct.
Because like earlier मैं नहीं समझती थी, but when I actually had like braces and my teeth fixed, I actually realized कि पहले कोई cheekbones वाला चीज ही नहीं था.
Correct.
Chin का structure हिला हुआ था.
Correct.
So the doctor showed the before and after to me, and that
changed your
idea.
So again, very commonly we have this that patients bring their kids to us, especially for braces, and their objective of bringing is just the cosmetic part of it. कि बेटी है, बेटी की शादी करनी है, डॉक्टर साहब देखिए कुछ हो सकता है क्या, 2-2.5 साल में शादी कर देंगे, 6 महीने में शादी कर देंगे, कुछ हो सकता है क्या. या अब तो awareness is very high, so we get parents at 14 who have kids of 14 years, 15 years age, and we always tell them that देखिए खूबसूरती या दांतों को सीधा करके सुंदर लगाना तो ऑब्जेक्टिव है ही, बट वो आपका मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव नहीं है. अगर उसके बच्चे के दांत अलाइंड रहेंगे, साफ करने में उसको आसानी होगी, उसके स्पीच ज्यादा क्लियर होगी, उसमें कॉन्फिडेंस आएगा, शी विल बी एबल टू मेंटेन इट प्रॉपर्ली, और ये सारा होगा तो ऑब्वियसली दांत अपने आप ही सुंदर लगने लगेंगे. तो उसके अच्छा लगना इज अ बाय प्रोडक्ट, वो आपका सोलो ऑब्जेक्टिव नहीं होना चाहिए. ऑब्वियसली बिगर ऑब्जेक्टिव इज द वेल बीइंग ऑफ द पेशेंट. उसके साथ अगर वो सुंदरता ऐड हो जाती है तो दैट इज अ बोनस.
सो हाउ डिफरेंट इज द कॉस्मेटिक थिंग फ्रॉम द ब्रेसेस?
See, braces technically also come under cosmetics, but cosmetics is a very wide field. Braces or aligners nowadays is just one part of it. Then you have things like veneers, then you have crowns, implant supported prosthesis. So I mean, it's a very, very wide field.
Okay.
Anything that improves the look and feel of your face would come under cosmetics.
Okay.
And nowadays there is a very strong collaboration that's happening between cosmetic surgeons, dentists, plastic surgeons, because you know all of us are dealing with the head and the neck.
I understood.
तो अगर कोई डेंटिस्ट सिर्फ आपके दांत को देख के उनका इलाज कर रहा है and he's not considering your face, then it's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
So you have to look at the larger picture, because when I'm talking to you, I'm not only looking at your teeth, I'm looking at your face. Teeth obviously take a major part of your smile. They increase or decrease the aesthetic appeal, but they are not the only part of your face. So that is why मैंने आपको पहले जो बोला, that you have to ensure that whenever you're getting treated, the doctor looks at your entire face as a whole,
Okay.
and not just your teeth, even though he might be a dentist. So that perspective is important.
So what would be the right age to even consider ki, you know, going to a dentist and seeing if everything is perfectly fine?
So the thumb rule says is the moment you get your first tooth.
Okay.
So when a kid gets the first tooth in the mouth, that's the ideal time for the first dental visit. If your oral hygiene is good, if you are doing the basics right, तो आप हर 6 महीने में एक routine checkup कराइए. That's more than enough for 90% of the cases. There's a very small sect of audience जो medically compromised है. तो उनके क्या होता है कि in spite of their best efforts, they will always have some or the other dental issue, because वहाँ पे पूरी body ही it's a medical problem and not only a dental problem. So that is like maybe 10% of the population. The remaining 90% of the population, it's very easy. Just visit your dentist twice a year, do the basics right, and everything else will be taken care of.
Okay, nice. So before we like wrap up, what would your advice be to rising aspirants who want to get into this field and are looking to learn more?
One word: patience.
Yeah.
Patience. That's the key word, because you must have seen this also. Doctors, you know, see the best days of their lives probably in the mid 50s or the late 50s. Because by that is the amount of time it takes for our profession and our doctors to establish themselves, अपना नाम बनाने के लिए, you know, एक reputation gain करने के लिए. So you know, you see the best days of your life once you hit 50.
Okay.
And you have hit 50, you probably start earning after you hit 50.
Wow.
So you know, and you have spent the peak years of your life educating yourself. So patience is the key. If you are passionate about what you're doing, if you're honest about what you're doing, success has to come. There is no doubt about it. But yes, it is a world of patience and perseverance. My advice would be that.
Yeah, like you said कि 50 के बाद अचानक से वो hit करता है, so I'm sure it rises exponentially.
Yes, it does. It does. But then you need to have patience. So हम लोगों में there's a very funny thing, you know, we always say this in the doctors fraternity, you know, our kids actually enjoy the benefits of our hard work, because by the time we actually start earning, you know, you have already, as I told you, you've already hit 50, 55. तो उस समय आपका mindset saving का होता है. You know, you're looking to save for your old age and all. So and actually your children are the ones who enjoy that fund. You know, they enjoy the benefits of your hard work. Doctors very seldom get to enjoy the benefits of their hard work. But then that's the way it is.
Maybe. Makes sense. And so since you mentioned singing, can we have a song from you?
So see, I enjoy listening.
Oh, no, come on.
No,
like,
no. And plus, you know, the throat is in a very bad state right now.
Okay.
So maybe some other time. I'm more of a bathroom singer.
Okay, so maybe like 2 lines of a song. You don't have to sing, but something that would be a good summary of your journey.
हर घड़ी बदल रही है रूप जिंदगी, छाँव है कहीं कहीं है रूप जिंदगी, हर पल यहाँ जी भर जियो, जो है समा कल हो न हो.
Wow, I think that was really good. You are better than a bathroom singer, I have to say. So thank you so much, Archit, for taking out the time and telling us about your journey and your life. So we have a small gift for you for being here with us today.
Thank you.
So thank you.
Thank you. It was, as I told you, it's a real honor and a privilege. Thank you for having me on your podcast, and I hope I've been able to share some insights with your audience, and they gain something out of this.
Yeah, and I hope they take better care of their teeth.
I hope to.
So दोस्तों, आई होप आज आपने कुछ सीखा हो कि आपको अपनी बत्तीसी कैसे बचा के रखनी है, उसका ध्यान रखें, ख्याल रखें और सुंदर रखें. प्लीज ये वीडियो को लाइक करें और जो दोस्त अपने दांत का ख्याल नहीं कर रहे उनके साथ डेफिनेटली शेयर करें. अगर आपको ऐसे और भी एपिसोड्स चाहिए जहां पे आप कुछ सीखेंगे तो सब्सक्राइब करके रखें और बेल आइकन जरूर प्रेस करें. हमारा ये पॉडकास्ट अब स्पॉटिफाई पे भी है, तो आप घूमते फिरते कहीं पे भी बस हेडफोन्स लगा के सुन सकते हैं. सो थैंक यू.